Devils 14, Leeds Rhinos 16. What a game this one was at the Salford Community Stadium. It turned out to be a game whereby the kicking of Salford really did let them down. Sneed picked up an knock early doors, missed his only kick that he attempted. Briley 1 from 2, and that really was the difference in this one. It started off, though, brilliantly well for the Leeds Rhinos. Cameron Smith, if you haven't seen it, what a beautiful solo effort that one was by Mr. Smith. Take a bow. You'll be seeing that at the end of In the Shed today. Some great play indeed. And then it was about Brodie Croft. Brodie Croft set all three of the Salford tries up in this one, and every single one came with the boot. His kicking game on the field of play was on point. Two lovely little grubbers for Tim Lafay. On the topic of Tim Lafay, he's now back, isn't he? He's back, having had that long layoff. 2 tries in this one, 10 tackles, 135 metres for 17 carries, and 13 tackle bus. Incredible. Tim Lafay, what a player. Of course, in last year's dream team, probably not going to make it this year, such as being obviously out of the game for quite a while with injury this season, but still a potent and quality centre in anybody's book. Sensational performance from Tim Lafay. We'd expect him to be in and around the points when the Albert Goldthorpe and the Man of Steel points are announced in this one. Leeds, nice try. Ash Hanley try went in there. Like I say, then it was all about the kicks. Good effort from Reece Martin. 5 from 6 in this one. Good effort from him. Let's go back to Cam Smith, though. What a season Cameron Smith is having for the Leeds Rhinos. We've been talking about him week in, week out on Super League Raw Weekly, of course. The battle between him and John Asiata for our number 13 shirt at the end of the season couldn't be closer. Another great try in this one, like we've already said. 24 more tackles, only 60 metres, which is a bit low for him. 3 tackle busts and a clean break. He's played every single game for Leeds this year. He scored 7 tries. He's made 4, 57 tackle busts over those games, 7 clean breaks. 38 is his average tackles per game. He's the second highest in Super League, and he averages about 87 metres a game as well. Cam Smith this season, absolutely superb. One other area in this game that let Salford down was penalties. The error rate between both sides was pretty close, 12 to 11, but 11 penalties conceded by Salford in this one. Of course, that one at the end, right, not kicking out. On the full. What a way to lose a game that was. It was such a shame for a spectacle like this to end with that type of thing. But yeah, 11 penalties to 5 in this one, and that really did, really did affect the entire game. Bit of indiscipline by Salford really cost them. 4 of those penalties conceded by Tyler Dupree. He won't be very happy with that, will he? This is Leeds' 3rd win on the spin, the first time they've achieved that this season, and Salford's 3rd loss on the spin, the first time that they've done that this season. Make into those statistics what you will. There's no arguing that Leeds have hit a little bit of form, haven't they? And next up for them will be Hull KR at home, followed by St Helens away, and then the Lee Leopards and Warrington Wolves come to Headingley. So 4 very tasty games on the horizon for the Leeds Rhinos. As for the Salford Red Devils, next up for them is the Lee Leopards at home. That's a huge game, isn't it, for them? Lee in great form, of course. Then they go to Catalan away. Then it's Salford at home before playing Huddersfield away. 3 games there that are very challenging indeed if you're a Salford Red Devils fan. Of course, the spine is back. We have to wait to see if Mark Sneed is going to be off for a period of time or not. We know that Callum Watkins is going to be out for at least 5 weeks, perhaps the season. We're awaiting an announcement on that. That'll be a hammer blow as well for Salford. We've said right from the get-go, from the start of this season, the strength in depth of the Salford squad could always be the thing that legs them up. They've come into a little bit of injury concerns over the last couple of weeks. It looks like they're continuing now with Sneed and Watkins. Is this going to be the rod that broke the camel's back in terms of their opportunity to be in the playoffs in 2023? And is that the door ajar for teams like Leeds to come and snatch that 6th place from the Salford Red Devils? Personally speaking, I think they're going to find it very tough indeed. That's just my humble opinion. Shoot me down if you will. Of course, Leeds now, having won those 3 from, like I say, almost nowhere, find themselves on 18 points, just 2 points now behind the Salford Red Devils, and that's quite key, isn't it? But of course, Hull KR also on 18 points, and that is the game this week. Those two sides, neither can afford to lose it. Such is the place we are now in the season. So that's going to be very interesting indeed. So for me personally, an interesting game, this one, a really tight game between these two sides. Great efforts from Cameron Smith and from Tim Lafai. Brodie Croft on the field of play, kicking superbly well. From the kicking tee, Reece Martin doing what Reece Martin does. Aledzki, for me, not quite at his best this season. He's been not anywhere near the 100-metre Nikolai Aledzki that we know. A little bit of biff as well with Atkin in that. I don't actually know what that was all about. That was an interesting one. Maybe something will come out in the wash on that one. But yeah, like I say, all in all, Leeds will be delighted. 3 from 3. Salford work to be done. It's getting a little bit tasty now, isn't it, for that 6th spot in Super League. That brings round 18 to a close on In the Sheds. We hope you've enjoyed all the videos. We will, of course, be back next week for more In the Sheds for round number 19. Please let us know your comments on this game. Like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next week on In the Sheds. Enjoy your rugby league. Bye for now.